dynamic stabilizer workout this morning, but I thought more importantly, I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about why I placed the dynamic stabilizer above my knee. Because a lot of people continue to ask me about that, and every time I go out and I put the dynamic stabilizer above my knee, they immediately say, well, you don't put it at your ankles, and there's a significant reason why I don't. So I thought I would go ahead and, as a kind of an informational thing today, kind of fill you in on why I do that, and then challenge you to go ahead and try and see what you think. The reason I put it above my knee is very simple, all right? The lever arm for resistance, this is a hip stabilization drill. And so now I've placed the lever arm much shorter than if I went ahead and I placed it down at my ankles. Now again, for some people, they can handle it at their ankles and they don't compensate. But for a lot of people, by placing it at their ankles, all right, they immediately start to compensate through their knee or compensate through their shoulders by throwing their shoulders out. So as they go over to move, you'll see this side bending to the left as they're moving to the right, so that they don't have to activate their hip. Or what you'll see is they'll be going ahead and getting a lot of valgusing at their knee as they're proceeding through the exercise. Immediately, by placing it above my knee, I now take my knee out of play, all right? And secondly now, most people, because of it being a shorter lever arm, can really learn how to engage their hips and stabilize. So that's the first and significant, most important reason that I place it above. Now here's functionally why I place it above. Functionally, I can do a lot more things with it placed above my knee. Okay, I can do a step over drill. I can go ahead and do quick shuffle work. I can go ahead and do marching work. I can drop down and do mountain climbers. I can go ahead and do any kind of jumping jack or lateral movement. I can do a drop squat. All of these exercises I can do when it's placed above my knee, but when I go to my ankle, significantly different proprioceptive feedback, significantly different exercise. And so as a result of that, it limits what I can do with the dynamic stabilizer if I place it at my ankle. So those are the two big reasons I go ahead and place it above my knee. Now, what I would do is I'd challenge you to go ahead and try it. But here's the deal. If you have these small bands that are thin, all right, and wide, chances are they're going to roll up a lot. If you got a thick dynamic stabilizer, which is what we use, you're going to immediately go ahead and find that it doesn't roll. It stays onto your leg much more effectively. And because of its thickness, it's going to give you more than enough resistance. But if it's not, no big deal. You just go ahead and apply a second one onto the thigh, above the knee, all right, and go ahead and do your thing. So again, if you're finding that people are overstretching these and really going ahead and getting a lot of distance between their feet while they're doing it, hey, double them up and go ahead and let them challenge them with some double strength dynamic stabilizer work. You'll be amazed at what people do when as soon as they put it above their knee and they double it up, you'll see some really nice changes as well. So there's some tips in regards to using the dynamic stabilizer, but most importantly, hey, let's get it above the knee and let's start getting you a little bit more athletic, a little bit more functional, a little bit better at hip stabilization using the dynamic stabilizer.